Hello folks, Gary JSF. Something different for the channel. Friends started taking up beekeeping, and we're just going to run through. He's trying to start a new hive, and he has a new one built, but it'll give us the understanding of the workings of a hive, a live hive. Now there is one here that is actually working, and we'll be able to show you that, and then we'll show you the inside of a new hive. So we'll cut to looking at the original hive. So that's the original hive there, and as you can see, the worker bees are in and out. So as you can see, they're in and out from that yellow lantern panel, and we'll get that explained to us why it's yellow. So you can see them, some of them with yellow on their back legs. I think it's their back legs, isn't it? Yeah,
wee sacks.
yeah.
That carry the pollen.
There's a couple in and out there with the pollen on their back legs, so it's just beside them, and well, that's how it works. But well, we'll cut now to looking at the new hive, and I'll introduce Colin. He'll give you the rundown what it's all about. Colin, good friend from school. We've known each other nearly 50 years. That's quite a while. But well, he's going to explain this new hive to us. So that's it. Just identical looks to the other one, again with the yellow lantern panel. Colin, why the yellow lantern panel?
The bees see yellow better. So as you can attest to when you had your yellow bike.
Yes, I'd had a yellow Ducati, and it was always swarmed with bees. It definitely was.
Some guys paint all this yellow. I just done the landing board because I didn't have enough yellow paint.
So that's good reason as any.
We'll have a look at the hive as a whole, and we'll take it apart.
Okay.
This is the lid, basically. That's a bee escape in case you get a bee trapped in the lid whenever you're putting the lid back on. This lid is insulated with 2 inches of kingspan.
Okay.
And this is a Perspex crown board.
Okay.
It's just really to keep the bees from going up into the lid and to keep them down in the super. So, and this is the frame with what they call foundation on it, wax foundation, and it smells of wax and honey.
So it's familiar to the bees
Yes.
for them to attach themselves to it and
Yep.
and work on it. Yeah.
Everything has to be natural when you're working with bees, so nothing artificial, pretty much. So,
and there's no need for preservatives with honey, I take it.
No, there's been honey found in the Egyptian tombs. They used to use it in ancient times to dress wounds and for burns.
Yeah.
I think even now in the hospitals they use pure honey to put over burn victims.
Oh.
Injuries. So
Useful stuff.
yeah. This here, these are reinforced. If you see, that's a reinforced.
Yeah, you can see the wires through it there. Yeah.
This will be one that will be spun in the extractor. The
Okay.
end caps will be cut off. We'll have 4 of these put into a rotating drum, and you spin it with a handle, and all the honey flies out.
Okay.
Into the sides, and then into the bottom of the drum, and then you turn a wee tap, and it runs into your honey jars.
Yeah. Super.
This other type here, which is marked X, so I know which one it is. This one here doesn't have reinforcing.
Yeah, I can see that there's no wires through it. Yeah.
No wire through it. So the idea of this one is that we can just have it on the comb as opposed to honey out of a jar,
Oh,
which
lovely.
is nice and it's different.
Of course.
A lot of companies will do it that way, but
Well, I've got some to sample now. You have some from the comb, so I have that to sample.
you can sample
So-
that. The say garden honey is the nicest because you have the apple trees there, and you have, if you want to show the apple trees there, you have the apple trees and all the flowers.
All the blossom on them.
The say lime trees and chestnut trees are very good. And also you have so many different varieties of flowers and dandelions, and we put a lot of wild seeds in there for wild meadow flowers, so hopefully they'll come up, and with gooseberries there and things like that. So hopefully there's plenty to.
Lovely. Looks so there's plenty of it.
Yes. So that's the super. This is called the super, and this is a honey we actually steal from the bees. So there we go.
Okay.
probably harvested in around August. This is the queen excluder, and the queen excluder is to stop the queen in the brood box, which is here,
Okay.
from going up and laying her eggs in the super,
Okay.
which is the honey.
That's the top section that we just looked at.
So the queen, the workers can get through here.
Yep.
The queen can't.
Okay, and they can go up and make the honey, and the queen producing the offspring.
Down here in the brood box.
Yep, and I see the reinforcement in those.
Yes.
Yeah, I take it you can't steal the honey from there.
Well, I don't think there's any point.
You get enough from
You
the
get
top.
enough from the idea is to take it from there.
Yeah.
Now, maybe there is people who do it. I don't know, but as I say, I'm only learning this. This is the information that I know.
And yeah,
So
you've
if
been doing a bit of reading.
anybody wants to correct, please feel free.
That's just to fire in the comments down below in the video, and you know, I think it's a learning process.
Get off your crap. This here, these spacers are.
That's the blue spacers, yeah.
Spacers are there. Now, I'm a few that's missing in this one, but I'll have to get some more. These keep these at a required distance. If you have too wide a space between these, the queen will lay drone eggs.
Okay.
And drones are the male bees. You don't want too many of them because they're only useful for mating with the queen once a year.
Is that just once a year?
Yeah, apparently so. Yeah. Now, some people say the queen will leave hive time to time for a flight, but a lot of people dispute that. But initially, when a new queen's born, it's setting up a hive of her own. She'll fly off and she'll mate with the drones.
Right, okay.
So the drones are actually the first ones. They kind of do away with them at the end of the season first.
Right, the queen gets rid of them, or the hive just...
The hive generally,
just,
no get rid of them because they don't really...
They're not producers.
They're not workers like the female.
Yeah.
Females are all workers, you see. So they fly back and forward, collecting the pollen, making the honey, and they are...
the producers of...
Yeah, and a worker bee will live for about maybe 3 weeks, and it's honey flow in the summer, and each one will produce about a teaspoon of honey. So it's a lot of work. They'll work themselves to death, basically, to produce a teaspoon of honey.
There's lots of things can be said there, but you would run the risk of it called sexist, but we'll say nothing more about that.
Yeah. So anyway, that's them. That's the brood frames. So, and then we'll lift this off.
Right, another mesh.
And this here is a base. It's basically just a framework.
Yep.
And this here, put it in Vaseline, which we'll have to do.
So nothing sticks to it?
So that there's a thing called the Varroa destructor mite, and the Varroa destructor mite will attack the bees, and then they'll just get stuck on them. And you don't want that in your hive.
Yeah. So that's the destructive.
This is a sign to see if there's any in it. So you put Vaseline in this.
So that's to get them to stick, the mites to stick.
And if they drop off the bees, you'll see them lying wee white dots in the bottom of that. This is a Varroa floor, you see.
Right. Okay. So that's to fall through onto the test that.
And then you can sort of see how many are if the hive's infected. It's a big problem here in the UK.
So that's just really a stick with a bit cut out of it to let the bees in and out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, the full honey flow you could probably do without it.
Yes.
So to give them more room flying in. But silly me, I put a brood frames of a hive we lost last year, and there's honey and all in it. And I thought I was doing a good thing by leaving it down in front of this hive to let the bees clean it, basically, and use honey for themselves so it doesn't go to waste. Unfortunately, found out that brings robber bees.
Right, okay.
As you can see by the dead bodies here, of about 50 or 60 bees that have been executed, who were robber bees by this lot here. That they
so they protect their own hive from the robber bees.
Yeah. So with me putting the old honey hive frames down here, I attracted robber bees, and they thought, oh, here we'll go in here and try and steal some honey. But these guys here, That's
We're,
the result.
they were having none of it.
They just executed them.
Yes,
So-
as you can see, that they're on the ground.
Mhm.
Like all dangerous occupations, it's always safety first. So now we're in the gear. So we'll let them do our bits and pieces with the knife. Okay, so we're lighting a smoker now. So what's the purpose of the smoker, Colin?
All animals are scared of fire. So when you put a wee bit of smoke, only a wee bit of smoke into the hive, the bees think, oh, here we're on fire. So they gorge themselves in honey. So much so, if you've ever had a big meal, you don't feel like doing too much.
Yes.
So they gorge themselves in honey, and they can't really
Can't do anything.
or sting you so much.
So much. Yeah, of course.
You know, so it's handy doing it this way.
So that was something I didn't know why the smoke. I knew it was there was smoke used, but now I know why. And they gorge themselves in honey just to protect the honey, I take it.
Probably to save themselves and to save the honey. Maybe if they think they have to leave the hive and decay very quickly, they want food in.
Oh, right, okay. That's good. That's
a pound of sugar with water boiled. Okay.
okay. Is that just to maintain the hive when it's?
Yeah, in the winter time or when they're moved position. So that's them crawling up and around that from the brood chamber there, and then they're having a wee feed.
Okay.
So we'll take that away. Move this. So what you can do here, you can feel the heat coming off the hive. There's a bit of heat coming off.
Oh, there is certainly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
now you can see the comb and all there, and
what I'm going to do,
the bees working.
Set this over here.
Right, plenty of bees flying about now. That's your base with your landing pad.
Try and careful not to squash someone.
That is right. Valuable commodity. Okay, this is the main. This part is coming now. This is the main. What is it to call this one? This base? The brood?
So you put it on like this and you turn it so you don't trap a bee.
Right, okay. Yep, got it. And you're putting on a new super?
First thing has to go as a queen excluder.
Okay.
So we'll take this off. Perspex brown board, this is called.
Okay.
You see the way the propolis is stuck up. Whoa.
A bit of activity going on there now. So this is a queen excluder.
Queen excluder going on.
Okay.
Well, my problem is I want to put this on without
Trapping any of them?
dropping any of the volumes. This is one from the outside edge.
Okay.
So there's not
Well,
much.
that's
That's
your
just built out. That's just built out. So there's plenty of room, seems to be.
Yeah.
They're not tight for space. One thing is we need to look out for queen cells, but it's a bit early in the year.
Okay. So then the selection come later on in the year when who's selected as the queen?
Yeah. The queen. Now,
Yeah. No.
if you see any wee white ones, that'll be brood. Now, I don't see any queen there. See the way they're in the wee hole there?
Yeah.
This is the little one.
That's where all the action happens, probably.
The little one is probably where the action happens. They don't really like it. Too much.
There's a bit of activity on there.
Yeah. Don't see any queen.
No.
We cell coming. See there? It's a queen cell, I think, there.
Oh, yes, yes, I see them.
So we need to be careful. We need to show them that. There's pollen. See the yellow bit?
Yes,
Pollen.
I see the pollen, yep. The pollen
And
just
there's-
down the bottom right-hand corner, yeah.
That looks like a queen there, that big yellow.
The one with the big yellow bit on it, yeah, see it there?
Possibly, I don't know.
And they're all swarming around it to keep it out of the way. Must be.
Yeah, yellow. She's got a yellow body.
Yep. Yeah, see it. So, all's looking good for the year.
Or else that could be her under that lot.
I would say that
Yeah.
they're protecting her.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'll just put it this way. So it gives them a bit of space here. Okay, so we'll leave it diagonal. There's a boy there. And make it. Here, see.
Just film the ones with the yellow in their legs. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of pollen getting in there.
20,000 in a hive or so.
Mm.
And then you can add more levels and suppose they'll create more bees. Super. So the super will, there's nobody there.
That's the section that you use to collect the honey.
And
Yeah,
those, oh my goodness, look, there's an orange and a yellow.
yeah.
Well, some, well, it's all good.
Some amount of pollen going in there.
So this is clear perspex. Nobody went up in there yet, so
There's been one or two going in. Let's come in from the top.
the spaces there are there to keep it at an optimal distance for the build out the hive. Once they build out the
next one.
home, you can actually put wider spacers on to get a thicker bit of honey in each side
Okay.
of the frame. But as we're not that we're not that advanced yet, so we'll just
go with what there is.
with those there the way they are, you know. Just put it on like that. Maybe just get up there. Right, you get in there.
Yeah, that's one already in.
You're gonna lead them in. Okay.
Okay.
So I will just need to put that way on there.
So this is just like a non-return valve that
It
the
is.
bees can get down in,
That's
but can't get back out again.
Well, I'm only putting this on to keep them up out of the roof.
Yeah.
They can only get down on this. We can't get up, so I'm just gonna put that on there anyway. Check, but you harvest the honey around about August, so it depends on how good the year is as to how much yield they get. You might only get this one box,
Yeah.
or half a box,
Yeah.
or a quarter of a box.
Yeah.
Then you might be putting another one or two or three on. You don't
Yeah.
know.
You
So
just
it
don't know.
depends on the year.
Yeah, okay. Well, it's, August I'm in the country the whole time, so
That's very good of you.
I'll come back and get a look while you're doing that. So there'll be another episode to this.
Yeah, saga.
This-
There you go. There's nothing in there. So see that there sits there. So there's a wee void up there.
Yes.
And I have this cut so in the winter time you'll have a feeder up there which goes directly on top of that.
Does that tape not stop them getting down in?
No, there's not going to be anything up there.
Not going to be a hang up there. Okay.
I just keeping that in there in case I lift it off and it falls off and forget to put back on.
Well, that's as good a reason as any. So that's the hive back together, and they're all finding their way in.
This is just water there for them to drink. So the water source close by.
Okay, so well, thanks for that, Colin. That's given us a wee bit of an introduction, a bit of an understanding of bees. I hope you're going to invite us back in August when you're going to harvest some stuff.
Absolutely. Hopefully I'll be here the odd time during the summer when we're doing a hive inspection. See how much honey we're producing, you know.
Yeah. Well, thanks very much. Well, that's it. That's our introduction to beekeeping, and that's been very, very interesting. As Colin has said, he's only starting out in this, so if there's any helpful tips, hit them up down below. I'll make sure I forward them on to him. But for now, thanks for watching. If you've liked the video, please hit a like. If you've really liked it and want to see some more, just hit subscribe. It's free. But most of all, thanks for watching. Gary GSF. Bye for now. I think this suits me.